Alright guys, here's the 2011 Superduty F350 to be exact. Track bar ball joint. This seems to be giving me some issues. I'm hearing a popping noise. Trying out a new camera here too, a gimbal here. Hopefully this steadies the video some. So we got this ball joint here. It doesn't really have any play in it. Of course, there's a lot of weight on the truck. You can't move it, but whenever you get in it and you turn the steering wheel, you'll see this joint moving kind of independently, as it shouldn't. And just a little bit of play in there. I have a feeling that's that popping noise, but one way or another it does need to get replaced before it gets too bad and starts any weird things and letting bad stuff start to happen, or worse, fall apart. But got a new ball joint in there. We got the ball joint press. We just rented one from O'Reilly's. We're gonna see what this process entails. All right, this is a 24 millimeter. You can see that there, don't really matter. Okay, that was easy enough. Got the pry bar here. So we can just pop it loose would be ideal. We have to get a little bit of tapping on there, probably. That's what I thought. Now, good luck figuring out how to hit this. There's stuff everywhere. That's not gonna work. No, it won't come off of there. There is gonna be pressure just from the truck the way it sits. See if we can rock it side to side here, up and down maybe. Yep, that's not gonna. Let's see here. Creative on this one. How are we going to do that? Imagine as soon as it moves just a little bit, it'll go, but until then, I'm going to go get a second set of hands. Alright, well, as you can see there, it is off. What's my name down there? Oh, sorry about that. Using a new gimbal here, trying to figure this out, guys. So, that was a booger. Put you down here. So you had to come in here, get your wheel turned. Just for reference, you can see about that far. Just enough you kind of start seeing the truck tilt and rock as you turn it. Where's your lovely assistant turns it, should I say. And then you reach in right here with a good Harbor Freight 8-pound sledgehammer / axe, and you swing it right in here. Now be careful, don't hit anything important up there. Should be fine as long as you're aiming your axe, the appropriate tool here, up into this area and then swing it down. So it took me probably 20 or 30 blows, about as much as you can take before you want to die from being out of shape, and it was good. Popped right off. All right, so things have transpired. Turns out, as I've seen, and actually other people have mentioned in their videos, look there's a bit of the ball joint missing. It's yeah, it's a little long to fit in the. I mean, you look, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 or 4 threads before it actually touches, and that's with that much cut off, probably 2.5 inches or so. So what you got to do is very, very trickily add, get everything out of your way. Try to tuck that bar down, which I see I'm at a disadvantage here because I have the sway bar, or not sway bar, the what am I trying? Dual steering stabilizers. Well, I did. Actually, need to get those reordered. They blew up on me. This fits now. You see, got the big cup. Kind of see it up there. Yeah. Out of this set. There's the new one. As you can see how much it's pretty much cut off down to what the rubber bushing is on the move there. Tried this one. Wasn't quite enough. The body was a little too thick on it. And as you see there, I will say this is the one time you will hear me say safety first, because those little blades, as I did, will explode. I'm gonna turn over here. So this one was brand new, made about halfway through the cut, and it exploded. And we went to, ow, hot, very, ow, really hot. Gosh, yeah, don't touch that. See, it took I think 3 or 4 cuts. There's a couple tries there. 3 or 4 cuts, finally got it. Geez, it's scalding hot. But anyway, got it cut off. Tried that, didn't work as well. That was horrible. It bound up and it was crap almost immediately. So just go with cutoff wheel. Plug-in one seemed to work a little better. It's a little bit smaller. This is Makita. Don't know if that matters. Brand new blade, Harbor Freight blade. So yeah, they did blow up, but second one on there, she cut just fine. You could take a 13 mil and put it on the end of this. I just had a breaker bar, so I stuck the 13 millimeter deep socket on a breaker bar, and you can spin this and wiggle this. That's how I got the different angles and the different cuts on it. So feel free to try that. But now we got the over here. Got the bar on there, and we're gonna see if we can turn it and make it go. Check this one live. This is a 22 here, which that doesn't really matter. You just figure out the one that fits whatever ball joint machine you got. Already kind of just put it on there. Oh, just burnt myself my ankle. Put this on there. Just I took it up before I started the video here, just to not have our hands going everywhere. Let's see how's she gonna go, because obviously it's not cut straight. Ooh, buddy. Man, that is in there. There we go. There we go, boys. We just needed a little bit of science. Science always works, except when it doesn't. Catalog that right there. There she is. Non-greasable factory. All right. Now, hopefully you can see over here. I'm gonna clean up this hole. Just get all this. That oil resistance. If you watched my previous videos, you know that I had the anti-corrosion system installed on here, but I temporarily disabled it. Things like this. This is how it reapplies itself. There's oil everywhere, especially after using a cutoff wheel. It reapplies it. It's all right. Okay, I'm gonna clean that up, then I'll come back. All right, more things have transpired. You see, got her in there almost. Figured I'd show you just before I got that last squeeze. But yeah, some stuff is happening. It's not easy. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not fun. Most people will tell you, as I checked on the used tubes here myself. As you can see, well, I'm not taking that off, but probably there is where the top of that jack screw is. Yeah, it's I mean, well, as you can, it's hard to see on camera because it's hard to see back there, but ended up starting with that one, which is the medium size out of the set over there. So I guess that's the, yeah, there's a little one over there still. Started with that medium one. Make sure the threads on this, the Moog is what I have, and they just barely want to make it through the bottom of the C. Like, they'll line up and it's perfect size. But it started getting real hard, like it didn't want to go anywhere. It was hitting something, I have a feeling. Because even though I have plenty of force on it, it got real hard. So I was like, oh, wait a second. But swapped out to the full size, big receiving tube, and it started going just fine again. Told you I was gonna clean it. I did. Took the old super cleaner over here. Made sure the bevel was real nice. Actually got it started in there just a little bit up there. Just on the top of that little plate there is a bevel from factory, and there's a slight bevel in the ball joint. Try to get those were fighting me. I made them just a little bit more beveled myself. Probably not necessarily required, but I tried putting it in. It got a little crooked, and so I had to drive it back out, which be careful, because if you're going to decide to do that, you got to decide early. Because the only way to get it out, I found, of beating on it and everything, was going back to this fella here. Just kind of give it an up right on the edge of the lip of the ball joint. But anyway, we're here. As you can see, almost in. Now the key, I have a 6-inch lift and 37s, which actually matters at the moment, because that 22 deep socket with that was 6-inch extension, 1/2-inch ratchet, and a cheater bar. You know, we used too much safety a while ago. We had the grinder out, so we had to offset that with some, what, 3-4 foot cheater bar on our ratcheting wrench, because that's definitely recommended. But anyway, it fits. It's not perfect. It's a little wobbly up there, but let me see if I can set you up. Give you a look here. All right, just kind of show you that last little bit that I got going. Show you my technique here. Got the anti-paint chips next to the other paint chips. But put this up there. Gives about 3 or 4 clicks. And she got some wobble in it. It's fairly easy at the moment. About halfway through it got easy, or easier. That feels like it might have been it there. One more for good measure when we got it set up. Oh yeah. Torque to spec. Now you get your junk off the end of this. What's that? Highly doubt you can see that, but she's nice and shiny there. Oof. Oh, damn. Probably should have taken that off yet. Should probably get my ratchet back. You got it. You might as well use it. Comes right off then. All right. All right, the next step here is the good old O-ring. What you do, you grab the shoddiest pair of O-ring pliers that you could possibly find, and make sure those are the only ones you own so that there's no other option. That's the trick to this. So you all know you're just like me. You work on this stuff for yourself because you're cheap. And this is one of those times where I can definitely tell you cheapness doesn't pay off. It makes it suck. But let's do it because I know you did it, so I might as well do it myself. See if we can get this. Of course, they have so much play in them. They don't even open wide enough. But hey, what do you expect? Wiggle it. Oh, look at there. That's it. You just wiggle it. So you take your shoddy pliers that are just absolute junk, and you just give them the old, and while you're pushing your fingers up here, and it goes right on. Luckily, that's easy as far as size-wise or whatever you want to call that. And look at there. She is installed-ish. Oh, by the way, a little tech tip here. As any project needs, there's always a use for a bungee cord. Just take your bungee cord and just strap that back over there, and it gets this just out of your way, so when you're angry it doesn't hit your hands and bump your elbows, and just like these things right here, they love to make you angry. And as usual, they did for me. So alrighty, I think we're to the point now. You know, oh, maybe not, maybe not. Let's see if I can get a nut on that. Have the right socket? Of course not. That would be too easy. There's no way we have the right socket. Let's see. Yeah, no. That'd make too much sense. Okay, so this is fairly good on there. This is 1 1/16 inch. Once again, you need to quarter ass this part. Only use the best chrome sockets. By that, I mean, you know, lifetime warranty. Oh, this is actually a made in USA, Christman. Oof. Hate to see that one go. But we're gonna put her on the old impact and send her home here probably in just a second. Let's get that. If we can get it half lined up here. Get it started. Make sure, I definitely want you to know, make sure to get it started good, because you don't want to mess up your taper. You already may have done that. Tech tip while I'm thinking about that. Get you a you know, a guy tries to clean up as he goes just a little bit, and then I move everything and forget about my tech tips. So as this is sitting up there, you got this cup here. Hopefully, let's see if you can see this. All right, here we go, tech tip right there. All right, so this is the way you're looking at it if you're laying with your head under the axle when you're angry and think it's the press is starting to work, but you're not sure if it's working. Look under here with the small screwdriver, and you can move the threads. Try to center them up after you put a little pressure on it at the top. That way you can tell it's going to come straight out. I did miss the first time, and I wondered why it got hard. Turns out that's what it was. So I did booger up the end of the taper a little bit, but I don't think it's even too bad at all. But that is on there a little ways. The taper is, I can feel it going on the taper. Like you'll be able to tell. But then we get this old girl here. Let's see. That should be it there. I believe so. Let's see. I'm gonna try it this way. I'm gonna take it off just a hair. Look up in there, and it does appear to have gone just about as deep as it did originally. So I would say, well, this boot kind of worries me a little bit. Think the boot. I don't think it's pinched in there. I don't think it would. Oh no, it's not. It's moving free. Okay. Yeah, she just got a little wiggle room up, and she's preloaded with the grease. So this is the message I've washed my hands like 3 times, and look at this. This is, look at there. Look at there, no more rust. It's even back to black again. This is wonderful. There you go. You don't need paint. You don't have fancy steel it coating. Just wipe your greasy hands on there. It's good to go. Now that's torqued to spec. Gotta put a carter pin in it. Okay. Give you 2 of these, so just in case you want to mess one of them up, you can. You don't have to. You can do it correctly. That's up to you. Make sure you grab the smallest pair of pliers you can so you can't reach around this nut. Make it easier on yourself. There we go. That is good enough for the kind of work we put in. Alright, well, that kind of just concluded all of a sudden. First part was horrible. That's pretty much it. Get up there, we'll move it, we'll wiggle it, test it, make sure it's, you know, it sounds good, make sure there's no movement or anything. Oh wait, one more thing. Forgot the grease cert. She goes right in the top there. All right, let's try the wheel well here. Get this grease cert in. Don't understand why grease certs are always so difficult. Is that just me? I feel like that's just me. Who knows? All right, let's try to get it on there straight-ish. Oh, she's trying to get old Nature's Loctite on there. Cross thread. There we go. There we go. The key is to hug your tire. Makes your truck feel like it. You love it. He'll work with you a little better. It'll have more compassion. Always scared of these. Afraid I'm gonna break one. All right, I feel like that's about to become a little bit of righty-loosey. Just gonna stop there. And you want to grease it up just to make sure, you know, in case you beat anything out of it earlier. Not that we were beating on anything, of course. Which I will recommend. If you can see that lock and lube, that little thing is awesome. Look it on there and just give, oh, look at that. You see the boot expanding? We know she's a working good. All right, not give it too much. We don't want to blow it out of there. We're gonna come over here while we're at it and get all the rest of our joints like, you know, a good maintenance mechanic knows to do all the time. But maybe forgets. This is also a Moog. Did this a long time ago before I started making YouTube videos, which wasn't terribly long ago. Oh, there we go. That one's, yep, that's full. She's all full. Well, she's pumped new and clean, so I think that's it. All right, y'all. Thanks for watching. Should be all there. It's simple, but ridiculously difficult. I do encourage you, if you feel like you have the ability and the tools, go for it. It's going to be rough. It's going to fight you. You're going to cuss it, but it's overall doable. So don't be afraid. Just be weary. And we'll see y'all guys later. Thanks for watching.